I've been away for a little while, but I wanted to make a video regarding the December 14th total solar eclipse. It is a fascinating eclipse, and it's going to have a huge effect on the election cycle, especially because this total solar eclipse is in the same place as Donald Trump's Blood Moon Lunar eclipse on the day of his birth. So this total solar eclipse is in the Nakshatra, or the constellation of Jeyshta. This is from the Vedic Indian astrology. And let me just tell you, this is so interesting and fascinating. Jeyshta is the constellation, which literally means the greatest. Donald Trump's moon is conjunct at Jeyshta, which has given him the great ambition, drive, and passion to become the greatest. And what does he want America to be again but great? Also interesting to note is that his ascendant is in the Vedic Indian astrological chart of MAGA, Make America Great Again. But Jeyshta is actually known as the chief or the king, as in like the commander-in-chief or the president of a nation, the leader of a nation, a great leader. So anyone born under this star has great power to become a great leader, king, chief, etc. They have a great drive and ambition to be the greatest. But with this great power comes great rivalry, jealousy, and attack. Jeyshta is known as Indra, or the king of the gods, and he was always under attack from rivals and enemies who were jealous of his power. And so the lesson for those born under Jeyshta is how to turn to our advantage the attacks of our rivals. And this is where the total solar eclipse took place on December 14th. With his moon conjunct Jeyshta, he has learned to master this art of counterattack after his rivals have shown their true intentions. Those born under Jeyshta are very good at strategy and knowing the manipulations that go into power struggles. And they will allow their enemy, they know that their enemy and rival will not just show themselves and say, hey, I'm your enemy, I am going to try to take you down. No, he will sit back and allow them to show themselves through their own actions. By their own actions, they will show themselves. Donald Trump spoke 2 months before the elections on how he knew that there was going to be great election fraud. He knew what they would do. He knew what they were capable of doing, and he simply allowed them to show themselves by exposing their mistakes. They would show themselves to be cheats. They would get caught in their own web of lies. They would show themselves, and therefore he wouldn't have to attack his enemies. He would simply allow them to show who they are. The phrase for Jeyshta says, the leader's passion needs attacks for counterattacks. He needed them to screw up the election so that he could show the world that he truly is. To show the world that he is in fact under attack. And he is not the bad guy, but to let the bad guy reveal himself. The truth shall prevail. I find it fascinating that on the day that Donald Trump was born, there was a Blood Moon Lunar eclipse in Jeyshta. And on December 14th, the date of the Electoral College vote, there was a total solar eclipse. So Donald Trump was obviously destined for a great leadership position, but also destined for a great attack, great rivalry, and great deception from his enemies. So as we wait for his enemies to reveal themselves through their own mistakes, we hope and pray that justice will prevail.